1, 2, 3 into the 4. You're back at Neon Rabbit because you gotta get some mo.
Oh!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the We Are Neon Rabbit podcast. You're listening to The Rabbit Hole.
Episode 21!
I think technically we decided at the beginning that Jeremy's more the neon side of things, and I'm the rabbit. So
that's very true.
I'm the rabbit. This is my hole. Welcome to it.
We're all just dangling on the rim.
Say strap on, ladies, because we're going to get deep, dark, and dank in this one.
Oh, shit. I'm going to follow your lead on this one, buddy.
Okay, it's a funny day. Honestly, I'm going to start off with the new Star Wars show. We kind of talked about it a little bit.
The Acolyte.
Yeah, The Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
New on Disney Plus, streaming now.
Yeah.
They have at least 3 episodes out. I guess today, I don't know how many, but they started with the 2, and man, Rotten Tomatoes audience score has dropped down to 17. It was like in the 30. It's below 20 now. And like the it's like how it always works. The critic score is like above 80, and it just shows like the complete disconnect from the audience to the critics anymore.
Yeah, the critics and the audience views definitely vary. It's like if I was to base my viewing experience simply on critical acclaim, I would miss out on a lot of great stuff. Ton of great stuff.
Yeah, I agree. It's like those critics just don't know what it is that we the people want anymore. But
not essentially, no, they really don't.
But I'd have to say, like, the Star Wars here is meeting the quotas, and this is why the critics are really into it. Because now the big gripes. Okay, in episode 3, I heard this was coming, and apparently it's came. Right, is part of the story. If you know the story of Star Wars, which I believe that you do, right, Jeremy? You know
I know the story of Star Wars.
Anakin Skywalker is almost like a Jesus-like figure.
Essentially, he is, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like an immaculate conception out of the Force. This was a rare thing. It never happened.
Midi-chlorians from simply, pulling from the Force itself.
Yeah, they later kind of like expanded on it, like that it was Darth Sidious, the Emperor, and or his master, Darth Plagueis, and that was like a plan that they had in a way.
Mm-hmm.
They were behind Anakin, but anyway,
they were behind Space Jesus.
Yeah, well, apparently he's not that special because this is one of there's all kinds of gripes about this show, honestly, but this is the big one that I want to focus on here. Is that apparently in this new show that they have made it so that 2 female Force users can create a baby amongst each other, negating the need for typical reproductive means like a man.
We need little swimmers at some point in that equation.
Hey, TV's all about suspension of disbelief, man, and I can believe in things.
I guess that these are alien creatures, correct? I mean, they're not.
They would be. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Okay, so in that regard, in that aspect, it's I don't have a jag on my shoulder. But
you don't.
Some species might. I'm not sure about how they conceive or how they give birth.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's like a whole. I don't know how they do it either, unless they like scissor or something. But anyways,
you have to be careful with scissors.
I'm fine with it, but it brings me to I have to go to the logical conclusion. Okay, is that if 2 females can create a baby out of the Force, why can't 2 male Force users make a butt baby? This is the next thing that I want to see. I want to see a legitimate man with
conceive.
Absolutely.
To give birth to a child using only the Force.
Yeah.
You would need a lot of Force.
We can provide like the genetic material needed via the Force. I don't see why we can't create like a Force womb.
A Force womb? Okay, I'll bite.
Yeah.
So,
okay, which brings me to our next segment, which is things that I seen on Twitter. Here, go ahead and put the picture in.
Oh.
The following clips have been put together to express the Neon Rabbit's gamut of emotions regarding this subject.
What?
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Stop it. Get some help.
Here it is.
I showed this to Jeremy earlier, and it like wrecked his world.
If I seem a little off or a little confused and just kind of blank today, it's because he's already wrecked my psyche.
But even before the whole Star Wars thing came, like this was just natural. I don't know where it came. I don't think I searched for it.
Find on Twitter. And I'll be honest, I had questions. I had a lot of questions.
This shouldn't exist.
This should not. Well, that was the declaration, and that's when the questions came. Like, who is this for? What is this for? Why is this for? And every single one I could come up with was either two answers, and neither one of them really I was willing to accept. So the fact that this product was thought of, you go ahead.
It's a funny world that we live in.
I'm broken.
Okay, so now I'm going to insert the next tweet that I've seen that I have to comment on this. Okay, so we can't see it now. So Jeremy, it says it's a lady asking why are men gay? Don't they know that girls have buttholes too? All right, and I felt compelled.
God bless you.
Compelled to comment on this because she's misguided. Because I've never experienced it. I've never been in that world. Okay, but from what I hear, would you not agree with me that it seems that general gay men are somewhat liberal with their beeholes?
Yeah, it would seem that way from my experience. But then again, I have very limited experience with.
We'll see,
with
but
that universe.
In my experience, most heterosexual women are quite anal about their butthole. So that's. Thank you. Okay, on to the next one.
That was beautiful. Man.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, that's all the things that I've seen on Twitter. Slowly fixing the world's problems one tweet at a time.
One tweet at a time.
Okay, so now I got another story for you, man.
Okay.
And it's going to lead into the questions because we've been doing a little segment where I just level some questions at Jeremy. But I'm gonna come into this whole story. So, teacher caught doing Onlyfans. This time it's a little unique because we've heard about this before, and like teachers getting fired from their job for having an OnlyFans account. Okay,
very true.
Well, this one was actually filming at the school, which happened to be an elementary school. Okay, so this is Adrian Matthew Gray Elementary School in Richmond, Texas.
So, she was filming her OnlyFans in school?
Yeah. Okay, so just so you know, this teacher has been fired. But the way I heard about this, okay, so the teacher's been fired, but she was fired for a different reason.
Oh.
The school wasn't even, necessarily informed about this before they had fired her. But so there were two people who are going to be featured in a video that I'm going to play here in just a second, okay, who are going to break it all down and explain this story in graphic detail. So let's roll that.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. Obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties, spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. If we can put Donald Trump in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for, don't tell me we can't find something to prosecute this woman for. This is sad. This is madness. This is filth at its finest. We want to make sure that if she wants to be a porn star, and it's obvious she does, that's her business.
Baby, she retired.
But we want to make sure that she never teaches in a classroom again, that her teaching certification is revoked, and she never has the opportunity or access to children again. If she wants to teach, if she wants to be a porn star, based on what I saw in that video,
maybe she retired.
I don't think she's gonna make a lot of money. Based on what I saw in that video, I don't think she's gonna be at a top tier status. That's a damn shame what I saw in that video. That's sickness. And I think that this woman needs to be mentally evaluated by a therapist. Butt naked. Butt naked. Cellulite hanging in pubic hair. Cellulite hanging in pubic hair. She pulls out her breast and she juggling them. Look like she about to fall over. Pennies. Look like she about to fall over. Pennies. Look like she about to fall over. Spreads her cheeks. Spreads her cheeks. She needs psychotropic medication. She had lost her damn mind.
Okay, Jeremy didn't get to see that.
I didn't get to see that.
But it was two people just explaining what she was doing in the videos in extreme detail. The audience got to see it. It was hilarious. Trust me, it was hilarious. Okay, so I had to put it in because of the way that they presented it. It was hilarious, their presentation, but these guys they're activists, okay? And yeah, they did it in a pretty silly manner. They presented this, but I think they did it for a good reason, which was to grab your attention, and it totally worked on me. They got my attention, and here I am now, hopefully showing it to tens of people. It's amazing.
Right on.
So this stuff's going on in the schools. Later to find out too, this same school, these same people did another conference, and this same school had a teacher who is. It sounds like there's a pimp ring going on with some of the students, and they took an awful long time bringing any form of punishment on the teacher who is facilitating it. So it sounds like this entire school's effed and just needs to.
There was a pimp ring going on within the school?
Yeah, like the female. There was a female teacher who was like coercing these girls into dealing with her son, and then her son ended up pimping him out. That's the way it sounds.
Oh my god!
And again, these same people explain it, and it's not such a funny story. But
it's not funny, but I mean, god damn, that's funny.
So I'm gonna say though, God bless these people. They're doing God's work.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I want them to keep going. So definitely not trying to make fun of them by pointing out their hilarity, but promoting them, to be completely honest. So more of it. So Jeremy, this is my first question to you: is should teachers, males, females, doesn't matter, should teachers be allowed to do OnlyFans on the side? Like, I know this one was in the class, pretty weird. That should not be allowed.
That should definitely not be
allowed.
But
like at home on their own time?
Man, that's such a double-edged sword to say yes, a double-edged sword to say no. I'd say sure. You should be allowed to do whatever the hell you want to do outside your home, but you need to be prepared for fallout, because that is coming your way.
You're going to have unhappy parents.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, you could try to hide it as much as you want. You can make it an anonymous. You could hide your face. No matter, somebody's going to find out. It's really hard to keep that shit under wraps these days.
Yeah, stuff gets around.
So, in my opinion, should you be allowed? Sure. I do think you should be allowed to express yourself however you want, as long as, like you said, it's not in school and not around your students, and you don't promote it in front of your students or in the class or anything like that. Do what you want. It's your body. It's your fucking life.
I suppose.
But, caveat, be prepared, because something is going to happen.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to find out about it.
In my mind, I'd say it's like an unmoral thing to do, and you expect your teachers to be, outstanding moral people. So I can see maybe that's not what you want, and you're up for firing that person.
Sure.
It's just, I guess it's a district to district thing. I don't think that they should keep it hidden though. Like I don't think they should go out of their way to keep stuff like that hidden. And like I'm talking about the pimp ring, it sounds like the school ended up trying to hide
that.
It.
No,
that's
don't
terrible,
know. That's
right.
horrible. No, that needs to be exposed.
People need to go to jail, and it did sound like some people got arrested for that. So
good. That's how it should be. Yeah. But yeah, I guess I'm just, I don't know. That's a very tender subject with me. I don't know what. It's hard to say yes. It's hard to say no. It really is.
I got to go back to the Twitter thing, because like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate everybody who is. And hey, maybe if you like what we got going on, we're we're doing it all the time over on the socials too, so you can check us out on Facebook. Facebook, we're kind of funny. We're a person. We are Neon Rabbit.
We are a person. Yeah,
So-
we're not a group.
Yeah, come like us, follow us. We'll be friends.
I didn't know what I was doing.
We're also, you can find us on Twitter. We are Neon Rabbit.
Yep.
We'd love to have you come follow us over there, because so far the only people who are following us are ladies who want us to look at their OnlyFans. But we're married men and we're not looking that deeply.
So, yeah, basically.
Anyways. So yeah, come follow us, check us out on the socials. Let's go to question number 2.
Question 2.
This is weird. I told you I had like a spitball question. This is way out there.
It's all good.
You know what? Let's go to this question first.
Okay.
We'll save the out there one for last. So
Okay.
this one
Fair enough.
is kind of. I mean, we were talking about teachers, parents, whatever.
Sure.
In video games, life, sports, should a father you ever let your child win at something?
You want my personal philosophy on this?
Your personal, yeah.
Okay, my personal philosophy is sure. You can let them taste victory every once in a while. It's good for morale. It's good for their confidence. It's good for their ego. But at the same time, at a certain age, they're going to get to you anyway. They're going to be able to surpass you in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, you need to let them know who's still...
And really lay the smack down.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, especially like with me and the kids in video games, I'm merciless.
Yeah.
Sports and stuff, not really, because I'm not a very athletic person, obviously. But
You're beautiful.
Oh man. But yeah, that kind of stuff. It's okay to let your kids win a little bit here and there at a younger age, even as they're growing up. But don't ever let them forget.
Yeah.
Always watch your back.
Yeah.
Because dad is always in the rear view coming after your title.
Coming after the belt.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, I have little girls, and
Oh yeah, see that's got to be a whole nother barrel of monkeys.
I don't know, I'm a dick. I don't let them win.
See, I got 2 boys, so it's really easy for me to be like, oh man, stop crying. You can do it. Get up. No, grab the controller. Stop crying. Stop crying. You didn't get beat by that much.
This is where I learned that Mario Kart it adjusts to how you're playing.
Yeah.
Because like when I play with the girls, I'm in first and they're like way in the back, and when they're playing by themselves, they're taking first and second.
Yeah.
So that game gets harder when dad's playing it for sure.
Oh, abso.
And I just take off, man. I'm not gonna let them win. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Within everything. Sometimes I chill out and I let them I at least let them taste victory before I pass them. or
Oh,
something.
okay.
But,
all right.
I don't just give it to them. They got to work for it.
Okay. I will totally agree with that one.
On to my last question here.
Okay.
And this is a weird question.
This
I know
is the
it
out
is.
there one.
It is a little out there, and you might not have an answer for it. But I could leave it up to the audience. And hey, audience, for any answer of any of these questions, go ahead and put your answer in the comments.
I will answer as best as I can.
Okay. So I really learned about this from one of our favorite movies. We've discussed it a little bit here on the show. Is Terminator 2.
Oh yeah.
Day,
Oh yeah.
Because there's a scene where there's a helicopter flying around, and Arnold Schwarzenegger pulls out this gun.
The Mini.
Okay. And that's where I even learned what it was called, because the pilot's like, he's got a damn minigun.
Which always made... why do they call it a minigun? It's one of the biggest fucking guns you can have.
That's my question to you, sir. Why the fuck did they call that a minigun? It's huge.
Just a mini version of a Gatling gun, I guess. Because, remember the old Gatling, like the big crank Gatling guns? Those things were like fucking huge.
Oh.
So maybe it's a mini version of that, and that's why they
actually
call
makes
it...
complete sense.
I could be wrong.
You're
Leave
right.
a comment below.
Hey, yeah, somebody's probably knows the answer to this. But,
yeah.
I mean, this is a video game trope. I'm sure there's like Duke Nukems and Quakes, and I know one's in Fallout, and like the minigun. Why do they call it the minigun? Because like you have like a small machine gun. It's a small machine gun. This fucker's on a minigun.
Submachine gun.
Yeah, okay.
What's a submachine
I feel like though it's like the talk about our homeboy Will Smith too, like Men in Black. When they're like, what am I gonna do with this damn thing? There's a minigun. Yeah, okay. The noisy
cricket. Noise.
So, What else is new in your world?
Nothing. There's been nothing new in my world, really. Been trying to get some new games going. I started that Buckshot Roulette. That's a fun game.
That I've seen that game played prior, and that is a fun game to watch.
It's a mind trip, man. It really is. Because I mean, I didn't like that first video I did. I had no idea what I was doing, obviously, and yeah, getting the items and stuff and being able to kind of manipulate the game in a way that you never really thought you could do with a Russian roulette style kind of game.
Yeah,
it was fun. It's creepy as hell. That face that you you know.
Yeah, you're playing against.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a word yet. You're shooting against. Yeah, he comes back with different like weird expressions and shit, and he's just creepy as
Is there
hell.
any like story of why you're there, who that guy is?
I think if I'm not mistaken, I looked up the name. I think his name is John T. Tarvis, I think. And I think this is just kind of an underground thing that happens at raves apparently in this world. I mean, not in like real life or anything.
Oh, okay. Would you say like your character's probably wearing a mask too then?
I don't know. I would think so, probably.
Okay, because I kind of was under the impression that he was like a monster of some kind.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He's just the dealer.
Maybe there's just two people wearing freaking masks though, and like.
Yeah, and like apparently every time you blow yourself away, you get like blood transfusions and defibrillated back to life and stuff, which I thought was kind of an interesting twist. Apparently the guy who created it said he really wanted to keep it that really grimy industrial feel. To me, it almost feels like a saw trap. It really does.
Yeah.
It gives me that vibe that really just everything's rusty and metallic, and it is a lot of fun to play. It doesn't take long, and it's I would say medium level difficulty. It's all about what you choose and how you choose to play the game.
Sure, there's got to be like a psychological horror aspect to that
yeah.
you never know if you're gonna shoot yourself or not.
Yeah,
but
that's terrifying. Even though it's just a video game, it's nerve wracking. But yeah, Buckshot Roulette, I'm gonna be playing a lot more. I unlocked Double or Nothing, so we're gonna be checking that out soon too.
Right, cool, man.
A lot more Jeremy Scare Me's coming up. I just haven't had time. We've just been editing videos and trying to get that out. A lot of YouTube problems getting our videos up.
Yeah, uploads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you just watched the new Godzilla-Kong movie.
Oh, that's true. I did just watch the new Empire. Is it the new Empire or the? I just watched Frozen Empire, so now I'm getting Godzilla, whatever the Empire is.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of cool to see Kong go back to his roots, like even further down to his roots, and discover a whole race of gigantic apes, and the guy who basically kind of took over everything, the Scar King. You know, he's kind of a big badass, and he has control of the. I forgot. I think it's Shimu. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna butcher the name. I'll put it here, editor. Go ahead, right here. But he has control. This is all spoilers, by the way. You have.
Oh, we're
been
going
warned.
spoilers. Okay.
Yeah, just not full spoilers, but yeah, he's got control of an ice version of Godzilla, basically that can freeze things. So, and he's got control of it because of like this crystal that.
So there's a Kong who's in control of the Ice Godzilla. Is that your? Okay.
Yeah, the Scar King. And yeah, he's got like this whole army of like servants, and you can tell he's a tyrant and he doesn't treat anybody well. And Kong finds a little guy, a little Kong, and stuff, and kind of makes him take Kong to wherever all these other gorillas are, because when he first gets there, he gets ambushed by these other gorillas, and Kong's like, "Y'all are bitches. Y'all don't know who the fuck you're fucking with." So cool. Yeah, but yeah, then, you know, Godzilla wakes up and starts causing chaos and shit, and everybody wondered why, and it's because, you know, all this shit going down in the hollow earth and stuff. So, yeah, it was a really cool concept. It was nice to see a giant, like, kind of kaiju war between all these different kinds, and, you know, Mothra makes an appearance.
Awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you want to see it. It's a really good movie.
Cool. I'm gonna check it out because that's what I ask for really from my Godzilla movies is just big fucking monsters fighting, man.
You get that, and I will say you do get a lot of the human aspect of it too, but it is integral to the story, and it does play into it pretty well, I think. So I won't get into those spoilers, but as far as like the fights go, oh fuck yeah, go check it out. You'll like it.
Right on. Yeah.
King Kong is a badass in that movie.
Cool. So I think that's about what we have for y'all today. You guys check out the rest of the channel. Check out the Green Lantern game we're playing because I think that's an underrated game, to be completely honest.
Totally agree.
It's beautiful. It's fun. It's got a cool story. It's a good time playing as the Green Lantern, man.
I will say, and somebody who doesn't really know anything about the lore, I mean, besides the basics of the Green Lantern, and I saw the movie. But yeah, this is a really fun game. It's a compelling story, and I'm having a blast with it. I really am. Can't wait to play it today.
Which brings me to actually another point that I had to make. I heard over last week that a YouTuber I followed, someone anyways.
Oh, yes.
I definitely liked his stuff. Like we're in the comic books. I haven't had a whole lot of time to read comic books, or to be honest. And or it's an expensive hobby to have, to be honest. But there's a bunch of YouTubers who will do like live reads of comic books, or just break down like a whole comic book series for you, so you can at least get the story. And one of the big ones was a YouTube channel called Comicstorian.
Yes.
So I mean, it was a fantastic YouTube channel. He really did a great job reading and doing voices and just telling you what the story was, laying it out for you.
Absolutely.
I can't remember his first name now.
We will post a nice big visual right here.
But the guy from Comicstorian passed away from a tragic accident. I don't think we've heard yet what the accident was. The family didn't want to announce what that happened, but
they want us to respect their privacy, and of course we will.
It sounds like it was an accident. It wasn't like a foul play type thing. It was an unfortunate accident. But yeah, just the Neon Rabbit passing out a RIP for Comicstorian. That's
definitely shout
really
out.
Sucks to hear. He's a cool dude. Seemed like, and gonna miss those videos.
Loved his
he was
product.
Awesome.
Great stuff.
All right, so we'll end on sad news.
Yeah. But, hey, we'll be back with more gaming, music on the way coming up, more Jeremy Scare Me, more JB Plays, and a whole lot more coming in the future. So, from the Neon Rabbit to all of you, we will see you next time. Peace out.